Riku! Axel! Vincent! Sir Venom!
Before you lies Rudolph Van Richten, also known as Rictavio, your friend, sometimes mentor, and always grandfather to Riku. He lies in stasis, either unconscious or asleep, inside a futuristic machine. The glass displaying Rudolph is frosted, as is his face and hair. He looks older, more worn, and bears a few new scars you've never seen before. He looks a little as if he's been through hell. How he got here, you know not. How you reach this place, however, is a different tale. One that started on a voyage to the Rock of Brawl where you jumped aboard an astral sea ship called a Spelljammer, owned by an elven woman named Jane Lake and her friend Hubaka, where you fought off a vessel of mind flayers that you have commandeered for your own, until finally arriving upon the planet of Oearth, a place you're slightly familiar with, as this is where you sent a necklace that was going to turn Sir Venom into mushrooms. You come to Oearth in search of a helm, something used to control a Spelljammer, at the request of Aurora's realms. Upon finding the ship and entering, you met a Felian. Brought to you were brought to him by a number of robots, creatures like golems, but full of wires and electricity. And a Felian appears to be a voice or mind trapped inside wires of his own. On the ship. He has followed you through the ship as you fought your way through mushroom-like folk, past robots and plants, dinosaurs and giant demonic frogs, until you reach the engine at the bottom, which is where you find yourselves now. At the bottom of this vessel, looking upon the face of a friend you did not expect to be here. What would you like to do?
What
Is that
one
Rudy?
one other
would
thing I want to
gasp.
bring up about the recap is we for a moment we saw a different figure that
Yeah, of Felion.
yeah.
Like kind
He
I
of.
think
did.
didn't only Vincent see the figure? Me and Riku
Someone
just
saw it,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
buzzing.
I definitely did. I thought one person else did too, though. Maybe it
Well,
was
I
Axel.
think other people may have seen like something, but not quite as
Yeah,
clearly as
okay.
whoever had the best check. But either
Right.
way, let's
Yeah,
Riku's
I would
gonna say, Grandpa!
yeah, Vincent would look shocked and try to
What's
I
he
don't know,
doing in there?
run up,
Open the door.
press his face up to the glass, and what's like the biggest difference between Rudy he knows and like Rudy he sees? Like age, you said?
Yeah, let me change this. So you can see Rudolph Van Richten lying in stasis in this chamber. He does appear older. If you had to guess, you can make a perception or an insight check. See if you can guess at how much older. Ooh, 26. Very good. You think that he is a solid at least 10 years older, but probably closer to 15 years older. You know beforehand that he was a man in his 60s, maybe 65. You think he looks 80 at this point.
And then at what point too, if I can think back, when was the last time we saw him? Like when did we split up? How long ago was that?
So the last time that you saw
we
Rudolph
parted
Van
ways?
Richten was when the Raven Queen sent you back to the material plane. In her words, it was she sent everybody back to where they were from. And so she separated you as you were sent back to the material plane, and she included Sir Venom in that, and that he was the only one that she could include in that. Whereas Rudolph Van Richten was sent back to Darkon, his home plane.
Yeah, and what like how long ago was that in our time? Like can we check that?
Gosh, that would have been 10 days backwards, 11 for the Rock of Brawl.
Like 2 weeks, something like that. 2 3 weeks.
I would say
like that?
20 to 30
Okay.
days, because you had that big battle in
We'll
between,
call it like
right?
a month. I just need to know.
Yeah.
Like a month ago, and I
Yeah.
think he's like 10 to 15 years old.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I was trying to get at. All right.
Okay.
I don't know what it means, but all right.
Okay.
We
What's
should,
going on here, boys? How'd he
we
get
should
here?
open this. Let's open this door up and head in and see if we can get him
Oh.
out of that machine.
Oh, actually,
Yeah. Let's see
I
if
would
he's
yell
still
out to
alive. Is he
Aphelion.
alive?
Aphelion, what do you know about this passenger?
There should be no passenger in that bay. There's a passenger in the central helm.
Open the door.
It's open. It like slides open for you. Can you guys
Riku
see?
runs in. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Riku runs in and is like, "Is he alive?" And, like grabs him. Well, now we can't see. There we go.
He's like encased inside this machine behind like a layer of glass and metal. You can make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to open it if you'd like.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages. See if I can figure it out. But
Or didn't I already like read the screens and anything? Did it say if there was an open button?
You did read the screens and everything. There were a set of instructions on how to open it if you had spent time reading it. Yes.
I
Does it have like a
tell
number?
Riku those instructions on how to open the door, and as he's doing that, I like tell the party that according to this readout, it says that he's okay, he's alive, he's just a popsicle right now.
well, hopefully he's not gone. He looks battered and old. now.
What
Older.
what form of sorcery is this, you think?
I'm not
This
sure.
is in our minds. In our
Nefarious.
minds,
Yeah,
I would say it's Aphelion. We can't trust him.
Oh,
Some kind of
shit.
magic. Dark stuff, Riku says.
Aphelion,
my
I would say
God.
out loud. Can you open this bay?
I
remotely?
can. I'm not sure I can do so safely for
This
whoever's
is our friend.
inside.
Open it now.
Wait, no,
As-
don't listen to Vincent. There's instructions here on how to open it.
Okay,
Um,
figure it out.
Do you
Make
see
it
the other
quick.
passengers in the other cryogenic chambers?
You look around.
They were all empty, weren't they?
Yeah, as you look around, they do appear empty. Taking a slightly closer look, you can see what appears to be sort of disintegrated bits of viscera and gore amidst the chambers and the ice inside the chambers. Each of the chambers, as you approach it, it looked liquid, but as you get close to it and you maybe touch one, the entire thing turns to ice, almost like a flash freezing effect. And inside, as it flash freezes, you can see the remains of a skeleton and the bits of viscera and gore that have fallen away from the bones on the inside. What was opaque turns translucent, and there's almost like a chain reaction where down the line on each side of you, each one flash freezes, and you can see the remains of these dead bodies inside.
Gross.
No one
That's
else
not good.
survived.
We gotta get him out without doing that to them.
Okay, so let's read these instructions super careful.
You have
Yeah.
a fireball, Riku? That'll warm them up.
Yeah,
don't
just
think
fireball
so.
the thing. Yeah, maybe
Excellent.
would
What are
we
you
be able
doing?
to would we be able to possibly roll advantageously if me and Riku like both can comprehend the languages and can like
Or what was the
check
first
each
roll you
other's
wanted
work,
me to do?
so to say?
Well, I wanted to know one, what is Axel doing?
Just watching, standing guard, making sure the room is safe. I don't know if Axel is gonna be very helpful in a some kind of cryo chamber on a
High-five
spaceship.
setting.
And Vincent, it looks like you're doing the same on the south side.
Yeah, I backed out once I mentioned fireballing them. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll start to secure the perimeter.
Okay. All right. The two of you who are inside and you want to open this chamber for Rudolph Van Richten, I will need 3 successful checks to do this. One is to understand the writing on the screen, Whoever would
Okay.
like to do that, you may do so, and the other person can assist to give you advantage.
You can roll that since you have. Don't you have comprehend languages up at like all times?
I do.
Well, why don't you do that one, and I'll do the next.
And what type of role would this be?
This would be. That's a good question. Let me think on this for a moment. It's either going to be like a Arcana or a History.
Those were both the roles that I was going to argue for.
I'm going to say Arcana. We'll go with Arcana for
Okay.
this one. And the next person will have the person who does not roll will have to take the next steps. 16. That is okay. You are able to understand most of the instructions. What I will say is, Riku, you can please give me a sleight of hand check to follow said instructions, to press the correct buttons in the correct order to open this machine.
And am I getting this at advantage? Or not?
You are not in this instance because of what Sir Venom rolled.
Okay. It's not very good. I kind of want to do the session.
Okay.
That's even worse. All right.
All right. You believe you follow the set of instructions to open the machine. It eventually begins to hiss and let out a certain gas. As you do so, I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh my god, I'm struggling with the rolls.
Riku, you're able to like put your shirt up over your mouth, but the nitrous gas that spills out, you begin to cough, Sir Venom, and you are going to take 7 points of poison damage, and anything with your voice is going to be at disadvantage because you suddenly have a really high squeaky voice. But that said, like you're okay to continue. It's not fully open. It's like ever so partially open. You didn't do the right combination of buttons, Riku. But what would you like to do to try to get this open? To finalize this.
What was the next set of instructions? What were we?
Well,
what
you
were
thought
we missing?
you thought you completed it.
Oh, I thought.
What's the screen saying now?
It's flashing a bunch of technical warnings. It says nitrous oxide being released, depressurization occurring, repressurized chamber or risk desensitization, and potential death.
Oh, and then is there like any instructions on how to repressurize said chamber?
Nope. There's just like an X for canceling and back to like the technical screens, which have like dials and sliders.
Okay. I turned to Riku and I'm like, we gotta get him out of here like pronto. Should we just have Axel smash it?
Axel, you got a crowbar? Anyone got a crowbar?
You can see that it is ever so slightly open by like a 1/4 inch in certain sections. It looks like there's locks in place holding it from being fully opened.
We need to get this sucker open. Do you have a crowbar by chance, brother?
Oh yeah, I got crowbar. Yeah. Just want me to like open it?
Please.
Okay.
We gotta get him out.
Like, if we had smashed
Axel.
these lock things.
Uses
that are blocking it
crowbar
open?
to open chamber.
As you walked into the room, can you also give me a Constitution saving throw just as you walked into the gas?
Absolutely.
And then give me that strength check.
Just straight
It could be an
strength?
athletics check at
Oh.
advantage if you want, because you're using the crowbar.
Oh wow. Yeah, it sounds.
Okay. You're able to hold your
Boom.
breath and not inhale any of the nitrous oxide. In terms of the strength check, you immediately crank it right open. Rudolf Van Richten is within reach. As you open it and you see his body, more of this gas spills out. I would ask for a saving throw from each of the three of you. But this time it's really cold. And as you open it, you suddenly get this feeling that you're spilling like an icy frost air into the room in a way that you weren't expecting. So Sir Venom and Riku, you saved. Axel, you have failed. I am going to roll this. If you saved, you take half damage. If you failed, you take full 8. So go ahead and take 8 or 4. And that's like cold damage
Can we
specifically.
get him away from the wherever the gas is coming from, and then move away from the gas?
You want to grab
Keep him
Rudolf Van
outside the
Richten out of there?
chamber.
Well,
Bring
if
him
it
out
seems
here.
like he's free now,
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and who's going to lift him up?
He's not like connected to any weird sci-fi like wires or tubes like Matrix style or anything, is he?
As you glance in and take a look at him, he is connected to what appears to be his arms inserted into 2 metallic tubes that are lying beside him inside the machine. It seems as if his hands fit perfectly into them.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
like look for like a release lever button or instructions on how to disengage said hand bindings.
Make an investigation check at disadvantage because you're trying to do this quickly. Riku, what were you going to ask?
I want to do something about the gas.
Okay. And you can see it pouring out of different vent holes on the inside of this machine. What would you like to do?
Trying to think, what can I do? Does it the places that the gas is coming out of, does it look like they can be removed from the machine?
Um,
Or is it just like built into the machine itself?
Make an investigation check, actually. Let's see. Release lever, Sir Venom. You don't see a release lever, but as you look into where his hands are, you think that they're just held. They're not like held in there, but you think his hands are grasped around something in there, so that if you pull him out, if he's really unconscious, he'll probably just come right out. Riku, you can actually see tubing that goes ever so slightly underneath into the metal grating of the floor beneath you. You can reach it with a dagger if you would like.
Oh yeah. Quick dagger pull slices tubing.
Okay. Give me sleight of hand for this, and you're just trying to slice a bunch of them.
The ones where it looks like it's connecting to where the gas is.
Right. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check for that. Okay, that's success. You cut them, and they begin to pour downwards. And as this happens, you can feel some of the cold dissipate in the room. None of you are going to have to make Constitution saving throws for the moment. If you stay in here for a long time, you might have to, you suspect. But
Yeah.
it looks like maybe you can get him free if you would like.
Yeah, Riku's like, I think I just bought us some time. Let's get him out more carefully now.
Who's lifting him up?
Well, now that Riku's dealt with the gas situation, he's gonna like, help Sir Venom, like, because that's what you're doing, Sir Venom. Like, you're seeing where he's connected to the machine, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to help Sir Venom with that and get him out without like hurting him or or making the machine start doing more wacky stuff.
Okay. As you slowly and gingerly begin to lift his limp body up out of the machine, you can see that he is attached to it in one more way. There is some set of tubing connected under his shirt to what appears to be almost what looks like a flexible breastplate, sort of underneath his shirt, and it was sort of hidden at first. It feels warm to the touch, and actually his skin feels warm to the touch in a surprising way. You can see the diodes and the wires sort of recessing back into the seat beneath him. So he is connected into the machine in a secondary way that you did not realize at first.
I mean, I don't know how much Riku like knows about like people's like vitals. Like, do I sense that this is keeping him alive, or is it just like one last thing to remove, like a suction cup or something?
Make an insight check.
All right. Wow, I gotta stop rolling.
Actually, so that was good enough to notice something. As you lift him up a bit, you see the dials and some of the knobs on the screen a little closer to Sir Venom suddenly go haywire. As in, you picked him up and they like fluctuated.
Something's happening. I don't know if we should move him, Riku says.
Let's put him back down for a minute. And then if I remember from a few sessions ago, me and Riku both learned the spell for that like air bubble helmet thing.
You did?
What's that? A first level spell?
Yes, I believe that's right. I can find it if you need.
Okay, that might be a good idea to keep us from breathing in any more noxious gases while we study this panel a little bit more.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to do this properly. Riku's saying we might. I can't tell if this machine's keeping him alive or if it's just reading his life force. I'm not sure what's happening here, but he looks old and weak right now.
Yeah, we don't want to. We just found him. We don't want to kill him.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'd cast it on myself, and then I'd like motion to Riku and be like, "Yo, get one of these up, so we don't have to worry about breathing that stuff in."
It is a second level spell, technically.
I mean, I think we can figure this out before needing that, but how long does
yeah,
that last, though?
Hey, Riku.
What's up?
So I don't want to be that guy, but do you see the
What is it?
thing we came here for, like the helm?
Around here?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, I
here?
think it's the thing that he's sitting in.
The entire thing?
Sir Venom,
Maybe?
when you used locate object, it pointed directly at where Rudolph and Richten was lying.
Yeah, and I think I would still have that up because it's a 10-minute concentration
How
spell.
about this? How about this,
I think
boys?
that's roughly right.
Let's leave him in the thing and take the whole fucking thing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's probably like connected to a power source. I don't think we could take the
And
whole
he would
ship.
stick
with
his head
us.
into the room because he's been outside the whole time. Can we just take the whole spaceship?
Well, no. The thing he's in, because this is what we
know.
came here for anyway. We got to take it regardless. So just fucking leave him in.
Hey, what's
Yeah, let's lay him back down and get him in securely. Riku says, and then get him out of this fucking room with this gas.
the thing that he's in? What is it connected to? Like in the room?
It's connected to a series of tubes, wires, bolted into the floor. It seems like it's a pretty heavy-duty piece of machinery that is like stationary in this room, from what you can tell.
You want me to see if I can get the bolts out?
Well, let's see if we can disconnect it without breaking it further. Riku says we've kind of done a little bit of damage already.
All right,
We're
yeah.
gonna have to figure out how to fix it, or I guess that's not our problem, but we just got to make sure it's not going to hurt us anymore or hurt him. He thumbs to Rudy.
Let's Riku, let's you and me, we'll put our heads together. We'll use your book learning. We'll spend a few minutes with this console, investigating it thoroughly, going through all the different menus and commands.
Riku looks around. He's like, maybe there's a book on how to use it around here or something.
Do you think that robot would know?
Book?
Fuck that robot. Riku
Damn,
it's
not a
in our
it's
mind's
not
eye.
a fuck robot, Riku.
No, those are upstairs in the dance
He's a
room.
bartender. Anyway,
Oh.
do your thing.
Yeah, would I be able to spend some time studying the console to try to get a better feel of how it works and different commands and what it can do?
I think it's more about learning where it's connected and what's safe to disconnect and what isn't, and how to if we can try to figure out a right way and a wrong way really quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So
this console seems
tell me
to be,
specifically
our only
what
way
you'd
of
like to do.
learning. I want to go through the console, see if there's a menu button, or try to determine what functions can be completed from the console.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think while he's doing that, I'm looking physically where it's connected to the ground and shit.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make a So you've already made a number of these. I want to say it's gonna get progressively harder.
And I'm not trying to like do it quickly anymore. Like I want to like study it thoroughly.
But we have to because the gas.
Well, I can just cast that air bubble spell.
As you guys are doing this, Vincent, you're doing something as well. What would you like to say that, Vincent?
Yes, Vincent was just gonna ask like Ophelion while he was outside if this is the helm we were asking him about earlier, because we were asking him about where the helm object would be. He was just
Oh,
gonna ask Ophelion if this is what he
uh,
thinks we were looking for.
yeah, almost assuredly. The helm, my understanding, it was a cryogenic stasis chamber that was meant to place an individual within, and so long as a living individual stayed within it, the ship would fly appropriately. My guess is that when this new individual was placed in here, and I don't know them, and I have no idea who they are, it changed my code, it caused the ship to crash, and everyone else to die. That being said, the actual helm, the thing that drives the ship was simply a vest.
Is Rudy wearing a vest? He would yell inside
Mm-hmm.
the boys.
He is.
If you can take off the vest.
Ask the
Well, I just
robot
need to
what
know if we
happens
can have.
if we take off the vest.
All right. Vincent would ask the robot.
Look,
What would happen if we take off the vest? Would the ship just be disabled until we find a new
No,
host?
to the person who's wearing it, do they die?
Well, first I want to
Uh,
know about the ship.
Well, the ship, yes, the ship will go haywire. I will shut down, and all the robots will turn homicidal.
So it needs a host at all times.
Or maybe we
Correct.
leave it connected for now.
Hey, you got any candidates on this ship that we could replace our friend here with?
Well, there are 3 living individuals who have begun to descend towards your location.
Oh, geez. Vincent starts to look around in a defensive posture. Where are they coming from, Ophelion? Buddy, big pal?
They
you mean?
entered the ship at a similar location as to yours.
All right, I would yell inside, boys. I think we got company. Let's
They're after
secure.
what we're after.
Yeah, but we got it first, so just be prepared. Keep your eyes out.
This is
If I
perfect. We
know-
could switch one of them with Rudy and bingo bango
Yeah.
bongo. We're out of here.
All right, let's draw them in here. Let's set a trap. And we'll bop them and then we'll make the switch.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Seems like Vincent
Well,
wants to
Vincent's
set a
just gonna
trap.
secure the perimeter and check this. Just watch the south.
Okay, I'll show you what the rest of this looks like. I don't mind showing you what's going on here. I'm just going to reveal basically like large swaths of the ship all at once. And this is the bottom section revealed. Do this section here.
Looks very foreign.
I have a question about how this room is assembled. So is all this gray pathway, are these like a bridge and then this area is deeper?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It basically is like a 20-foot fall down into machinery.
Okay.
Giant server room.
You
Yeah.
thinking what I'm thinking, Axel? Just
I-
throwing people off the edge.
I don't know what you're talking about, Vincent.
I see the look in your eye.
Yeah. It's only 20
Your
feet,
one eye.
so yeah. We'll
So
see.
it would make a pretty nifty place for a boss fight room, eh?
So was there...
They are now
This
on level
also-
2.
Oh,
All right, what's the plan
can,
here,
the-
boys?
can the
Do-
boys inside
Come
hear
in, boys.
Ophelion?
Yeah, you can all hear
Okay,
Aphelion.
alright. Okay.
What do you say,
He's speaking
Riku?
from outside the room, but like you can all still hear him.
I didn't know if I had to still translate back and forth.
What do you guys think? Should we set a trap or what? Or just let
Yeah,
them
well, I
come?
think
I mean,
Yeah,
do we
so-
do
well,
we know that they're
we
enemies?
know they're coming. Yeah, they're hostile. Safe to say.
We don't know, but we can only assume.
Well, we just have to protect Rudy.
Let's
Freudian
do-
slip there, Vincent.
I'll get ready. Unless
So,
you don't need me to like do anything in there, right? So I'm just gonna get ready.
I only have a question too about the outside. Is in terms of lines of visibility, like, can we see like
Yeah, that's a
anywhere
really
that's
good
not,
question.
that the middle is not obstructing, or is
So-
like any of
so
these
the
things tall that I can't see around?
Let me.
While this is going on, I guess I'd still be trying to help like Sir Venom.
Riku, if people do show up, you want to talk to them, or you want me to tell them to fuck off?
I mean, we could talk. Depends who it is, I
Uh,
suppose.
Vincent,
Okay.
for the most part, you have good lines of sight from like catwalk to catwalk and from causeway to causeway, but something like this set of machinery here, like these big sets of machinery, they are protruding up and above about 10 to 15 feet above towards the ceiling, and the ceiling is only 20 feet high. So anything that looks like an object in this room, like these fans and these like purpley diode things, they're all at least 10 feet tall. So
Alright,
some
the
of them you
only
might
other
be able to
question
get
is,
over, but some
the
of
blue
them you
room?
can't get over.
Blue room tall as well?
The blue room goes to the ceiling. Yep.
Okay.
It extends 20 feet. And then the purple server room also extends 20 feet.
I can work with that. Oh, I'm a ninja. I'm gonna just start like running on walls and flippily doodling around.
Parkour.
As long as parkour, exactly. There's still nothing to the south. Do you see anything over there, Axel?
I don't think so. Just
I think there's a guy right next to me.
Start using our mind's eye chatter
That's
like
your-
walkie-talkies.
that's your robot.
Brick breaker.
Our robot? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh gosh, what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Uh
Oh yeah, I remember now.
I can't remember his name from last time. My bad.
The bartender guy.
Exactly.
Bartender.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You give him a
Alright,
lighter, he can throw Molotov cocktails.
Yeah. Tell the bartender to go. Wait. Where did we come down from in this room? Like to
You came over here.
That's why. So assuming that well, Vincent's going to assume that they'll come from the same way until they don't. But
I guess if they
why don't we send the bartender over to the door to greet our guests, see what they want.
I will do as you command. He trapezes back over.
I guess I'll
Yeah.
put
Guys,
Axel right here, because if they can't come from Vincent's got that side, so I'll just stand in that
Yeah, I'm
little
watching
corner
the
there.
south.
Riku in our mind's eye says, guys, I got a bad feeling some mushroom people are on the way.
Mushroom people.
Oh god, not mushrooms.
They are now on the 3rd floor. Is there
Gonna-
something in particular you
Celion,
guys would
you
like
got
to
any
do?
you got contact with these people?
I have not spoken to them, but I can see them.
What are they? What species?
They appear human, although 2 of them have tentacles for arms.
Oh,
Those aren't
Jesus.
humans.
Oh
Those
god,
mind
it's
flayers?
more of those whispering one fuckers.
Do they have tentacles for faces?
No, but they have dead looks in their eyes, the 2 with tentacles.
Shit.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah,
here we
can
go again.
Can you just tell them they're not welcome here?
Yeah, we're
I
sorry we're
can
closed.
try. Should I send the combat bots against them?
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as you wish.
Fortunately,
He
remember
goes silent.
we have psychic resistance.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you're
we do.
welcome, everyone, for that.
Hmm. What if that'll come into play?
I wonder.
And have I been able to suss out any more information from the console?
Go ahead and make one last investigation check.
Did you say this thing went to the ceiling?
Second inspiration.
Yes, or that goes another that
Okay.
goes like 10 to 15 feet tall.
Yeah,
Session
Vincent's gonna jump on
inspiration, an
top.
11.
Not our night.
I'm gonna say no. You're not able to suss anything more out from that, and I'm gonna say you're at a loss as to whether or not disconnecting Rudolph from this would be a good idea or a bad idea.
Robot, did we leave that door open?
The one in front of the robot, like right here.
Yeah.
No, it's closed.
Okay. I just thought of that. I was like, oh fuck, are we just like leave all the doors open? I think we
Well, I
did.
mean, we know they're coming. Let's just fight them. We're not like hiding.
I mean, we could
Like,
just solve this puzzle and then just teleport out back to the ship. So, but yeah, we can fight them.
all right. Well, we got a little bit of time then, if we have the robot stalling.
True.
If you think?
I can just
You-
teleport us the
I
fuck out of
I
here.
thought the best plan was we'd have to Wait, can you teleport the thing Rudy's in?
Uh-huh.
Like, is that possible without it being detached?
No, it would need to be detached. I suspect.
I don't know. Let me give you a real answer to that, Riku.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah, I never really considered.
He's just making shit up.
I don't think you can just cut things out of the fucking wall like with the spell.
Well, what's the difference of like a person? I don't know the answer either. You're right.
But I can move objects. That is possible. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
So if, like,
spell
a painting
instantly
is like on the
teleports.
wall, right? You could be able to do it. So
I think that's right. So you teleport up to 8 welling creatures of your choice that you can see within range, or a single object that you can see within range to a destination you select. If you target
Now-
an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside a 10 by 10 foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature. I'm going to say that Rudolph Van Richten would automatically be a willing creature.
Yeah.
He can't say. I mean, he would be a willing creature in this instance.
I
It
vote
would fit
teleport
inside a
him
10 by
out.
10 foot cube.
We'll fight our
Like-
way out. If you can get him out, I would do that instead of
Let's
us.
say, last resort, I teleport the object with Rudy to our ship.
Yeah, because then once you teleport him, I think it sounds like all the robots will go trying to kill everyone except trying to kill
Yeah.
our enemies.
Let me see.
Yeah,
I
so
think
we'll have to-
I'm trying to. Let me just do some maths here. Some quick maths.
And then if you
Um,
teleport, I can follow with a teleportation circle.
Yeah, I only have one
albeit
teleport
up, out.
spell.
So why don't you get that? Knowing this, get that teleportation circle cooking right now. Because
No, you can't do objects with that. I can move
No,
the objects.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
you do the object, and then Sir Venom takes us out of a circle. But I think he
That
needs
would-
time to get that thing going.
I don't think
I'm
so. I
saying
think
start it
well, let me. Yeah, what do you need to for teleportation circle? I don't have mine equipped, so I can't look right now.
It takes 1 minute to cast.
They have
Okay.
destroyed my
and-
robots.
And it's only open for 1 round. So it's not something I
Alright.
can cast and like leave until we need it.
Oh, if that's our
Well, I guess
move,
we gotta
that's
deal
our
with these
move.
guys and then start teleporting out of here. Or maybe you start drawing it now if we have at least a minute. Does it seem like we have a minute, Robot Mans?
You probably have less than 5 minutes until they arrive.
All right, get the circle ready. Does
Yeah,
the
just get it
circle
ready
stay
for-
open?
I don't.
Is it
That's
concentration?
not how it works. I don't think.
Okay. All right.
I
Just
think it's
asking.
like you cast it, and then you use it, and then it goes away.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to fight if we can all just teleport out of here, right? That's my point.
Hey,
why
are
should
we
we
waiting?
like should we just bail?
I was
I don't
just
want to see
saying.
who's coming.
Yeah, we can fight them, but I'm just saying I think we might need to hit an eject button. But I would start with Rudy. That's the most important. We can fight our way out if we need to.
Yeah, let's
But
boss
What
battle
say
it
you,
up.
Axel?
I could go either way. I mean, in these people, we don't know if this thing has like, there's like a tracker planted on it, so they might just be coming for us anyway. But it seems like no matter where we go, these people find us.
I
So,
think these people are
yeah.
related to the book.
For sure.
Yeah, let's murder the fuck out of them.
Let's get Rudy out of here. We'll fight everybody else, and then we'll eject.
Let's
No,
do
no,
it.
he stays with us. We protect him.
Yeah, let's do a round of combat, see how powerful they are. And if
And
they
and,
get-
I just
Whatever.
Oh, what I was gonna say is these guys coming for us. If we leave and teleport and don't face them now, they're just gonna come for us again. So we need to just get it over with.
Projections indicate they will arrive in 2 minutes.
All right.
So if there's
Alright.
anything you guys would like to do to prepare, like do it now,
Uh,
because I'm going to kick us off into a fight here at 7:46.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm gonna get fully fucking revved up for this fight. Like we're
Vincent's
we're
gonna
doing
perk on top
everything,
of it's the height on this orange thing.
and like I'm
And
basically
watch
just
the
gonna
green
like,
door.
am I allowed to like just cast haste like right before they show up? Like if you know he gave us a time.
So you know that they're either going to come out of the door where the robot is currently, or one of the other green doors. Do
Yeah,
you want to
Vincent's
set like
watching the east.
a trigger in particular, Riku, for like when you cast haste? That way that it's the most
Did
effective.
you see him?
Sure, yeah, like when I get eyes on them, I cast the spell. You know.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna have everything else up, like my other stuff that I
Boots.
typically have. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
nine.
I'm gonna click my heels as well.
Okay.
Raging.
He's
Here,
so
I'll-
mad
I'll-
they're coming for us.
Vincent's
Yeah.
gonna get some poison tip ready.
Yeah, we're basically doing the thing where we're doing the Ginyu Force pose, like everyone's getting ready in their own way, and then we just
Yeah.
stand in a pose.
Okay.
The roosters face their adversaries.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
using a dose of potion. I think it's
So
4
haste
arrows?
is a level 3 Gonzo.
either 4 or 3. Where is it?
Okay.
Hey Axel, do you have a fly potion on you by chance?
No.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Slides fly potion.
Okay.
Fly poison.
I will let you do that,
Got
and
it.
then I would say that's probably the last thing you can do. Is everybody in position? Are you all good?
Yeah, pick a square. You got in a square.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the south side of the door.
Actually, no. It's oh fuck. Never mind. It's a scroll. That's probably not very useful for you.
It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a potion. My bad.
The door in front of the robot opens,
Ooh, let's see what we got.
and let's see. You see 3 figures. Axel, all
Oh,
3 of them
no.
are instantly recognizable to
Oh
you.
no.
Artemis and Triri, the man that lived inside your head, steps out, followed by 2 otherworldly corruptors. The robot, standing before them, goes, "Oh, hello, are you looking for your friends?" And he begins to point over in the direction of where you all are. And then Artemis and Triri simply puts a dagger into the side of his skull and pushes him over the side of the area.
That wasn't very nice.
And they sort of step forward and look over in that general direction towards you at first, Axel. Riku, you probably can't see them. There is probably no line of sight here for you through all the machinery, just because these fans here are pretty tall. Sir Venom, probably no line of sight for you by the looks of it. Vincent, you are very close to having a line of sight there, but you can hear things through
Yeah,
some of the
I'll look
machinery.
over there and start aiming in that direction.
You hear Axel
Oh,
say,
panning.
"It's
from the
him."
north. Oh, all right. Now I
It's-
definitely look for the
It's
north
him.
door.
Ooh.
Who's him, Axel?
Oh fuck. I guess are we talking in our heads?
Yeah.
It's the
Well, you
it's
said
the
it's
Artemis.
him,
It's the
I would
guy. It's the
respond, "Who's
assassin
him?"
guy in my head.
Holy shit! He's
Oh!
real. Riku says.
Yeah.
Is he recruiting you, or is he here to assassinate us?
He doesn't look. I assume he looks like he's here for business and does not.
Yeah, but I thought he
I'm
was
gonna
your
yell.
buddy.
Oh fuck, dude! I'm already raged.
Vincent,
It's like
you can
like-
see him at this point.
And,
And-
if Axel like said that they came from the north, would I be able to like relocate to where Riku is?
Yeah, totally.
Can Vincent use his sharpshooter to make a shot to like a very deliberate warning shot?
You
Like
can
pin it to
try.
like the wall right next to. in front of him. You know what I mean? Like to stop him in his
Sure.
path. Like very intentionally, like not trying to hit him, but
Yep.
get his attention.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Oh
Okay.
Why?
As you look for a place to shot, there's a number of different areas. These are like electrical columns. You could hit one of those. You could hit the ground in front of them, or you could hit this very complicated set of machinery in the back, either some of the tubing here, one of the rubber pipings, or the compressor on this side in the back that goes up and down. Which thing would you like to hit, Vincent?
Let's go with if they're like walking, like marching forward. I want to
Yep.
like have it fly by him very closely. And is there any wall? Like, is there any railings or walls on these catwalks, or they're just floors?
Just floors.
All right, I guess like then like right here, if like the arrow could like if he was like here, you know what I mean? It would like go boom
Okay.
and like stop right in front of his face, something like that.
Sure. That is the rubber tubing that I referred to on that
Yeah, the
machinery.
rubber tubing.
You're okay with hitting that?
I mean, I want it to stick, so like metal, and I don't want to like break anything. I want to get
You
so
can
maybe
get-
this is the floor then. The floor's fine. I just want them to
Yeah, blow
notice.
something up in his face. Fuck this guy.
Oh, yeah, and I'm gonna hit in front of him, and I'm gonna use my bursting arrow.
Oh, you're gonna hit the floor in
Yeah.
front of him and use a bursting
Yeah.
arrow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, and have like the
If-
arrow like stick in it, like it,
Yep. Go ahead and roll the bursting damage.
Was it a D6? Yeah.
I thought was it 2d6?
It is 2d6, and I rolled a 1, so I'm just gonna re-roll 2 more. There we go. 11.
You needed a
get
10. The hardness on the walkway is a 10.
Hmm.
But go ahead and describe your shot.
Well, I got an 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm
You
just
get to
gonna
double that
have
for the
it.
crit?
Oh, maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah, actually,
Sorry, I
yeah,
didn't
go
even
ahead
think
and
of
roll
that.
crit damage.
To the floor.
Yep.
But basically, yeah, I'm gonna have it hit in front of him, like stick out and do a little, like explosion, like a little stun grenade type thing.
You might break the floor and he
And,
might fall. Imagine that.
Oh,
I
hey,
think I think you are, but I need you to roll that crit
yeah,
damage for the floor first, and we'll.
all right, so I guess it's 10 times 2 plus 10 for the sniper shot, so 30 or
Well, if it was a
60.
crit,
I
it would
don't
be
know.
like, wouldn't that have been doubled, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll
so it'd
roll
be
2d6
20.
again as well.
Yeah.
Can you just right
So
click and roll crit
what my
damage?
normal shot's a 20, right? This plus 10 is 20, and then
Yep.
you would double that for the crit.
No, I would say you should just roll an extra d8 for that portion. So it's going to be 23 for the explosion damage.
Yeah.
10 for your bow so far, plus an extra d8 for your normal arrow.
Right. So you need a D8.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 16 plus 23 plus 10. What do we got? 49 points of damage.
Wow.
The hardness on the floor was a 10. That's basically what you have to get beyond. It had 25 hit points after the 10 hardness. Doing 49 damage is more than enough. With a single arrow shot, you hear a sudden explosion, and it actually cascades from this electrical outlet all the way down, up and down these electrical outlets. Axel, please make a Constitution saving throw to ensure that you're not blinded by this. You hear a creaking and a crashing, and in the commotion and blinding nature of this explosion, you have no idea where they've gone. They could have fallen, they could have gone back, they could be hiding somewhere, but these individuals are now lost to your sight. Axel, you do not go blind. You cover your eyes quickly enough to ensure that you're not blinded by this sight. You're pretty sure it hurt them as well, Vincent.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's one way to open the fight.
And you saw them,
What
didn't
the hell
you?
was that?
They're here. They're gone.
would-
They disappeared. I might have
Vincent,
killed them.
Would you be
I
able to shoot one of your like seeking arrows,
Yeah, I could actually.
and that would
I need
like show us where they are?
everyone to
If it's my turn,
roll
yeah, that was just kind of the
initiative.
opening
Oh
thing.
no,
But yeah,
he's
I can
rolling
send one.
initiative.
Yeah, let's do it.
Time is now.
Oh, now I roll something good.
You know what?
Uh,
If we're gonna do obviously,
Let's see. So 10 for Vincent. It's not going to autofill it.
I
My
wonder what
bad.
this initiative tracker thing is at the top left of Owlbear.
Can you guys see it?
I see the two swords crossing. It says initiative tracker, and I clicked on it.
oh yeah,
Mine's
tracker.
blank
Select
though.
a character to start
Oh, that's
initiative.
that's the Owlbear version. I just don't use that
Okay.
one because I just installed that the other day, but I want to figure out to see if I can plug in the D&D Beyond initiatives directly to it without having to like type stuff in, but I got to research it.
What do you use for your encounter thing? Is it Owlbear?
No, I'm
Or we
using
know it's
D&D
you starting
Beyond for it
use
technically.
D&D Beyond, yeah. Okay.
And so like I can show you what it looks like cuz you know who the enemies are. So let me I'll just give you like a view of like what this looks like. They are actually going to go first. So there's Artemis and Triri and 2 otherworldly corruptors. The order will be Entriri goes first, the otherworldly corruptor goes second, Sir Venom, Axel, otherworldly corruptor the second, then Riku, and then Vincent. So you hear who has what for passive perceptions? Let's double check something here.
We're all super high.
I think
21.
Axel has the
20,
worst,
22.
and it's 17. Perception 17.
Okay.
I have 23.
Okay, Axel, you don't see him. Sir Venom, you see. And actually, what do you have, Riku? You have a 21.
21.
So Riku and Sir Venom, you see Artemis and Triri basically like leaping across machinery from below and then popping up in front of Axel. He is going to take some swings at you, Axel, and he is a tough motherfucker. You are raging at this point. I will
Yeah.
give you that.
Give it to him.
But it's going to be a 28 to hit for the
Okay.
first one. It's going to be a 13, so a natural 1. Let me just make sure he doesn't fumble his blade somehow. No, he does not fumble his blade. The third attack will be a 24 to hit, and then the fourth attack will be
Or
a 20 to hit.
So he hit me
Yes.
with 3 of those? Is this 3 of those?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay.
1.
This is gonna be so many. Okay. There's a lot of math going on here.
Hold on just a second, and I'll tell you which one
I'll
has the most damage.
Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah.
The hell?
Rolls. Sheesh.
All right. So he
Sheesh.
attacks you
hits?
with a shadow blade on 3 hits, and he does 3d6 plus 8 piercing damage with the blade itself, plus 3d6 necrotic. So the first one does 33 damage to you. The second does 27, and the third does 27.
So I have the 33.
Okay.
So with my reaction. So
17
17 plus
27 plus 27.
17 plus 20 plus 27 plus 7.
No, 17 plus 27 plus 27.
Oh,
So it's going to be 71 points of damage.
Yeah, then I'm raging, so I'll have that.
36.
Okay. God damn.
And he moves with a speed and a grace that none of you have ever seen before. The second, let me just get these guys tagged correctly. Let's make and that will be actually his full turn. Yeah, that'll be his full turn, and he will end there. Otherworldly Corruptor B will make a stealth check. Okay, a 38. You guys have no idea where he is. And that will be his full turn. Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Hmm, let's see. So it looks like the guy fighting Axel is the only one I can see. So I'll move over here so I have line of sight on him. And I'm gonna cast Banishment on him.
Oh shit!
So he has to. The save DC is 19 Charisma.
Oh, I feel like he's pretty
Probably.
charismatic. But let's see. Let's see if he gets banished. I don't even know where his like home planet is.
As your spell targets him, he looks at you and he throws one of the 4 dagger. He throws a shadow dagger at it, because you notice that the blades are not actually material. They sort of like appear in his hands at will, but he throws one of them at the spell and blocks the spell. That is going to use up one of his 3 legendary resistances. In the meantime, he now only has 3 attacks.
Only.
Ooh,
nice.
that's fucking sick. He's probably gonna regenerate those, but that's
Yeah.
still cool for now.
We might have to get the fuck out of here.
And then
70 damage spooks you.
How's that teleportation circle come?
let's see, if I cast that, you'd have to hold him off for 10 rounds while I cast
Yeah, which is why I brought it up before the fight. But all right.
No, we gotta murder him. And then let's see, bonus action, spiritual weaponize Umbra. Let's see, where's my good token for him? Over next to him. And he'll take a peck at him, and he will crit him.
Ooh.
So he takes 11 force damage.
Okay. 11 force. That's fully effective, and he will take the damage. Is that your full turn?
Yep, full turn.
Why do you have 99 of 107 HP?
Because I got hit by the poison mist and the cold mist.
So same for Riku then. Gotcha. And Axel. Okay, Axel, your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, I have no idea.
Murder this fool.
Yeah, I guess I'm already raging. So, he hurt me pretty bad.
He did, didn't
So
he?
I'm going to very casually bust out the flask out of my sweet leather jacket.
Oh, a bit thirsty.
Yeah, take a swig of that. Fuck, what is it called? Duster of Drunkard. Okay, 64 plus 6. D4 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll to everyone. Plus 6, 25.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So I take that. So I
Pretty
wipe
good.
wipe off my mouth, and I guess we're doing this in the real world now. I'm very mad, and I'm gonna recklessly recklessly attack. Great weapon master, this guy. Fuck it. They 28 to hit, which I assume hits
It does hit.
with a 10. So we're looking at
Pretty good.
22 plus 10, so 32. And then plus sneak attack damage. $17 points damage.
49.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Seriously.
And then
He will use an uncanny dodge to half that. So that'll be 25 damage.
I don't know how many reactions he has, but that's a reaction. Like, right?
That is his only reaction.
Nice. Okay, so he can't do it again.
A little bit of your own medicine.
Yeah, we're running back.
Teach him a lesson.
Recklessly great with mastering.
Okay.
21.
That is a miss. He has an AC of
Whoa.
22.
Fucker. Okay. Goddamn.
Sir Venom, motherfucker.
Oh man. How do I get that AC? Goddamn. I'll use
Very
my
Dexy boy.
Yeah. So I got mobile, so I can back up a little bit.
What?
I don't know where those otherworld corruptors are, and I really don't want to have to fucking.
Rico's gonna run in and help you.
All right, back up to Sir Venom.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was gonna do, and then Riku's like, "What?" But yeah, Riku, I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna one shot you. But yeah. End my turn there.
He will use a legendary action for 2 points to attempt to stab you with the blade once more as you begin to run away. And this is not an opportunity attack. This is just his legendary action.
Right. Okay.
So it will be. Let's see.
It's
One
like
attack.
That. It's like that. Is it?
17 is a miss or a hit?
That's a hit.
Okay. And it's going to be a total of.
Total.
Let's see. What is that?
2 types of damage.
19 plus 8, so 27.
27, so 14 with the. Goddamn, I got my HP back up to over fucking 100, and he took it down to 99. And I'll let Sir Venom know this guy he's hard to hit. I thought I got a pretty good shot on him, and I missed him.
Yeah, what a dick.
And that's
in the
my
meantime,
turn.
let's see where the otherworldly corruptor is. Nobody sees it.
What the hell?
And it will go to here. Let me just. Yeah. Yep. It will. Yes. And then we will go to Riku. What would you like to do?
So currently I'm hasted with my boots clicked. So if you do the math here, that's about 140 movement, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. So I think I could pretty easily get to the man's over here.
It'll be 90 feet. 90 feet to get to here.
Yeah, I think you could save a few feet by jumping this gap right here.
Yeah, you could. It'll be like 85 or 80 if you do that. So.
Whoop.
Good luck with that.
There we go.
Good luck with this, Riku.
Riku, like the Flash, zips past you guys. Although Axel, he's, this is a normal speed for Axel, so nothing new there. Riku comes to the man, faces him, says, "How dare you torment my friend?" And starts swinging.
He just sort of he grins at you.
Would have been nice if Axel stayed, and I could maybe have got managed, but this is okay.
That is a hit.
All right.
And He is undead.
Oh,
Oh, is he
okay.
now?
That's nice. So that means I get one of these and one of these. All right. So not much extra there with the extra D8, unfortunately. But, I am a bard, and I do from time to time do bard stuff. And would happen to be one of those times.
So the fire was the 1, is that correct?
No.
The fire was the 6.
Yes.
So the fire he seems resistant to,
I see.
but he is undead. And so then you're doing extra bard stuff on top.
Yes. Then that is becoming my AC, which is already boosted. So I have a plus 10 to my AC right now.
Okay. So
Looking at 27
27?
AC. Yep.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna put
Damn.
that on your character for a moment.
It's even higher than mine.
Well, I have to do bard stuff in order to get there, but the potential is there. So I'm faster than fuck. I'm now empowered. I've hit this man once, and we're hitting him again because I'm hasted. So I get another 2 swings actually. Well,
Gotcha.
that looks like it connects.
Yes, it does. Sir Venom, you still have that object on you. I just hid it from view for now.
I was thinking because he's undead, I was gonna make a 30-foot radius around me, so we know who gets who he has when he has disadvantage.
So the 2 was the fire damage there on the second roll.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 8 plus 15 is 23 points of damage.
Now we're going in with the hasted attack.
Okay.
Ah, no good, right?
That is a miss, sadly.
All right, so that's my action, my extra action, my bonus action, and now I still have a wee bit of movement, but I did see him swang at Axel when he backed off, so that's making me think twice.
So he has taken a legendary reaction. He has taken a legendary resistance, and he has taken a reaction.
All right, Riku's just gonna say "fuck it" and run, run back to the boys because he's scared of this man.
And he can't do anything in this
All right,
instance.
yep. Riku runs back to the boys, does the pose with the rest of the lads.
Yeah.
You still have 20 feet of movement just in case you want to move somewhere else.
Oh no, we're good here with the lads.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Well, actually,
Yeah, I'm not.
how about here?
Yeah.
All right. Vincent, what would you like to do after having that first opening sallow?
Well, now I'm kind of everything's obscured. It seems like.
Yeah, all the battles happening on the other side of you so far as you know.
Yep. Well, I think I see Rudy unattended.
He is unattended.
Over there. All right, I'm gonna do a little strategic combat then. Let's Vincent will use his blast because I only got 2, but smoke him if you got him. I'm gonna use that seeking arrow just to get a general idea of where one of the 2 peons were.
Okay.
What were the other 2 called? And then because if I hit, then it'll kind of ping where they are for me.
So how does this work again? Arcane
It's a let me find the
Archer.
exact one.
Because I feel like
It's,
it's like you don't make a.
Yeah, no, it's they're not together, which is crazy. Seeking arrow. You choose one creature you've seen in the past minute and fire an arrow that flies towards a creature, moving around quarters, 3 cover, and all that. The target is in range and a path is available. It must make a dex save 13.
Okay. On a success, the target takes half as much damage and you don't learn its location. All right, so a 13
Dex.
dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. It has succeeded. Go ahead and roll damage, but you don't know where it is.
Yeah. All right.
Let me just double check what I rolled here. That actually does. So funny enough, what I will do, because it's going to become obvious to the others, because they all have, except for Riku. So Riku, you can't see this creature, but Sir Venom and Axel, you can see. No, sorry, other way around. Riku and Sir Venom, you can see this otherworldly corruptor being hit by this seeking arrow as it sort of like flies by and like underneath. It like goes underneath and hits this creature, and he's like hanging on underneath the catwalk upside down.
Hey, look, there he is. Riku
They're
points.
going for Rudy.
Um,
I don't know if they're doing that just as much as they're trying to sneak up on us, but sure.
Yeah.
No, we gotta save Rudy.
You can hear over your link, Vincent, that they know
Yeah.
the otherworldly corruptor's over there now.
Yeah. So 5. I'll jump down.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
23.
Yeah, he's got a good one too.
Ooh, let me go up and check something. Oh, that's the one I rolled a 38 on. Okay. Or 33 on. Never mind. Not too worried about it.
All right.
Keep going.
And then I'm gonna keep an eye on Rudy. I
Okay.
don't think from here. Do I see this guy at all with perception? I don't know he's there, so it'd only be if I can.
All right, let me
look
measure
through there.
something. I'm gonna say that the contraption that Rudolph and Richten is locked up within is actually gonna block your vision. Otherwise, there's a good chance that you could see like his head poking out from underneath the grate there.
Yeah. So, is there such? No. I was gonna basically say, can I like ready an action? But I already used one of my 3 attacks, so you can't like do that with the other 2, can you? Like if I were to just like aim down here to like protect Rudy if anybody came, within sight. But I don't know if I can do that. I'm halfway through my attack actions.
So this is odd. So let me just check something because it's an
Yeah.
arcane shot option.
I got a
Ooh,
movement,
option.
Vincent.
I basically, yeah. I only have 30, and it was like it's going lateral.
It's so weird. It's not really clear to me.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right.
You don't make an attack roll for. I guess you are using one of your 3 attacks, technically.
Right, you're just not using the roll.
Right. So you've used up one. You have used your action to attack. Therefore, you have 2 more attacks if you would like.
And you can't ready those 2? Like
No,
ready and
no.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. All right.
I was trying to make sure it
So,
wasn't like a bonus action or something randomly. So
yeah.
I was trying to give it to you on some level.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just want to protect Rudy. I feel like now it's like wasted, but I can't see anyone, so I guess that's it. I got nothing else to do. I got
Okay.
nothing to attack.
All right. Top of the round. Let's actually take our break early right here tonight. So let's come back at 8:25 because we're gonna keep going here in this combat for a bit. Jumping back into turn order, then we will start with Artemis and Triri.
I don't know about this guy.
He will calmly begin to approach the group, and he will say, "Come now, we don't need to fight. Hand over the book. Give me the book, and this can all be over with." Does anybody say anything in response?
Yell out to him. No, your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's old
Got
fashioned.
it.
That's old fashioned way of saying "fuck you."
Yeah, get fucked, pal.
And he will take 2 attacks at you, Sir Venom, and he will take 1 at Axel. So this first 2 attacks will be at Sir Venom.
And they will be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let me just roll again. But I think it's going to be a miss by the looks of it. Yep. It's going to be a miss. And then the second attack is a 23. So
That's
that will
just
hit
barely
you.
a hit.
And that will do 20 piercing damage and 14 necrotic.
Ouch.
Are all of his attacks at disadvantage inside this circle?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
And then the one against Axel is a 19.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, that'll
Oh, he's
hit.
back.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, Axel, that's going to be a total of 23 damage against you.
Okay, so if I reaction and then raging is so 24 would be 12, so 6.
Okay. For his bonus action, he will step through the shadows right behind Riku. And he will end his turn. Otherworldly Corruptor B will pop up right beside Vincent, and he will make some attacks against Vincent. He gets 3 attacks with his Whispering Blade. The first attack is going to be a 19, Vincent. Does that hit?
That'll hit. Yep.
Okay. The second is going to be 22, and the third will be a 14. So the first one does 13 piercing damage, and then only half of this is going to count because it's psychic damage. So 20 damage total. 7 psychic damage plus 13 piercing.
Okay.
The second one will do a total of 13 damage. That said, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Indomitable? Yeah, that is not successful. You are unable to speak until the start of the Corruptor's next turn. It will also use... nope, never mind, sorry. It will move to here, and it will end its turn. Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Let's see. How far can he go? Not far enough. So I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
All right.
And I am going to use my bonus action to roll that again because I rolled 2 1s. There we go. Alright, so I got 11 hit points back. And casting it was my action. And then I will take the long way around him. 15. And come to here.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Okay. And is it you can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura. So if you used your bonus action, and who was it on?
On me.
Okay. On yourself. Gotcha. All right. That brings us to... Actually, I think it's going to be Artemis Entreri's turn. He's going to use his legendary actions, and he's going to use... He will stab once more, and he'll be like, come on, whoever has it, hand it over. And he's going to stab at Riku. And actually, this is at disadvantage, so let me roll again. I think he's gonna miss by the looks of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna miss.
Damn.
Okay, that'll be his legendary action. Go ahead, Axel. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna ask him where he's going because he says he wants the book, but he's just walking away from us. Very rude. Yeah, now we got him sandwiched. We got you sandwiched. It's over. Okay, so let me think about this before I grade overmaster. So 22 is his AC, and I have a plus 15, so I need to roll a 12 to hit. I think that's good. I think that's reasonable enough to
60% of the time.
yeah. I don't need to. Don't need to reckless because we got him sandwiched. So gray weapon master in him.
Okay.
Gotta go big here.
Oh, and you went
Fuck.
low.
Rough.
All right, we'll try it again.
Morch.
All right, that one hit.
Okay.
So that is 30. I can't see the fucking numbers. I think that's 30. And then wait, yeah, 30 plus the sneak attack. It's 13. 43.
He is bloodied.
Okay.
About damn time.
He can bleed. We can kill him. Yeah, I
Kill him
like
for the second
I
time because
like
he's undead.
I like him. I like him in this spot, so I'm gonna stay here. Wait, I saw my bonus action, right?
You do.
Good stuff you can
This
do.
is a pretty scary fight. And I have let me see what I got. I got 5 potions of greater, so we'll use bonus action to drink one of those.
5 of those suckers?
Yeah. 4d4 plus 4, I think. 44 plus 4, yeah, so 16.
I have 2.
Okay.
Right.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. The otherworldly corruptor, closest to Sir Venom, will leap from the underside to the opposite side of the catwalk and then crawl up from underneath and begin to attack Sir Venom.
Ah,
And he will first and
startled.
foremost do so with his debilitating touch. Squirming tentacle lashes out at the creature, and you must make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, damn. These guys are not undead?
These guys are not undead.
Oh, dicks.
Looks like we lost Vincent momentarily.
Oh, shit. 20.
Wow.
All right. And you have
Very good.
succeeded. And you are immune to the debilitating touch for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because
Ooh.
otherwise
We
you're
needed that.
paralyzed
Man.
and you just get brutalized.
We needed at least one of us to be have that immunity for now, you know.
Let's see. Okay. Hey, he's back.
There he is.
Can you hear us, Vinny? But we can't hear you.
Bring it on, you little tentacle bitch.
All right, let's go to Riku. Because this guy will end his turn. Yeah, here. Go ahead, Riku.
Well, as Axel pointed out, we have this Artemis fella right where we want him. We're gonna start swinging at advantage. What? It looks like it's no good.
That is a miss.
Fortunate.
Warm up swing.
Yeah, so we swing again.
That, on the other hand, is a hit.
All right. We got one of them. those and one of those. And oh, that's not looking too hot right there. But we're gonna try to spice it up a little bit. Oh, that is some spice indeed. That's just what the chef wanted to cook up right there.
Your AC at 29.
That's right.
All right.
Then I have yet one more swing. Oh, that. Oh, I should have saved the Bard stuff for this, but it's okay. We're not gonna.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna fret about it. It's still
Fret.
very big.
You fretting?
And then we get deuce on the other stuffs here.
You do.
Oh my god!
Oh,
How does
wow.
that happen?
That is pretty rough.
Oh
And
wow!
sadly, I'm going to take 2 off of that because 4 of it's fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's only going to be 4 damage.
Oh, it's okay. I still, I'm happy I saw the 20 appear. Still happy.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else you can do on your turn, Riku?
I mean, I could move, but I'm gonna stay put because I like this position, as Axel said, and especially with Riku feeling very powerful. He much indeed likes this position.
Do you still have that AC buff?
I
He
just
does.
got it back because I did Bard stuff during all that.
Ooh, Bard stuff.
Yeah.
What is it, your birthday or something? Vincent. I don't know if we can.
Hey, baby.
Can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
Someone's jamming
No.
his communications on the ship.
I guess technically the otherworldly corruptor did silence him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there
Hey.
you go.
I could hear you guys, but my mic wasn't working. I just left and came back and it worked. So fuck this computer. All right.
All back.
So I got this bastard in front of me. I can't talk. I'm gonna.
The
Can I think really hard in my mind in our connected thoughts and say he's over here because I can't say it out loud. Can I still
Well-
communicate in my mind?
You can. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna alert them that the third guy's on me, and then I am going to do a couple backflips to get some distance.
Okay.
And shoot 3 arrows at this guy right in his chest. Being an asshole.
I think I will take an attack of opportunity on you.
I was waiting for it.
There we go. And it is going to do a total of, let's see,
yeah.
all threes. 12 plus. I can't see because the dice are in the way. Give me a moment.
Threes are better than ones.
26. So it's only going to be 20 points of damage against you, Vincent.
Only.
Only.
Okay.
Damn.
All right, and then I'll shoot back with an 18.
An 18 is a miss.
Ooh. For these guys?
Yeah. These guys have an AC of 19.
Yeah. Fine. 20.
That is it. 24
Oh,
points
actually,
damage.
could I, yeah, so that's gonna be 24. Can I also use my bonus action to redirect that first one then?
Yes, definitely.
Actually, I don't think I can see anyone anyway, so never mind. I wouldn't.
You are
Must be-
correct. You can't see anyone.
Oh, never mind. So we'll just do the 24 damage on the first one, and I'll shoot my third one.
Fucking nuke him.
For another
I'm
22.
22. I'm not sure he has his gems lit up right now.
Don't.
Yeah.
I used it last time, I'm pretty sure.
On the Froghemoth, yeah.
You
Yeah.
should, in the future, if you're gonna willingly take an attack of opportunity like that, you should move closer to like the main fight.
Yeah.
Because
Probably a better strategy. You're right,
Yeah.
Axel.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Vincent? You do have a bonus action. You've got a little bit more movement.
Do I get the sense that these guys are as nimble as me as well?
Yeah, they're
And the other
incredibly
guys, yeah.
dexterous,
Yeah.
nimble, and it's because they can morph. Their bodies are kind of fluid. They can move through really tight spaces and stuff, from what you remember.
Yeah. If I got anything else, double checking. Bonus actions. No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
That's all I got for now.
All right. Back to the top of the order is Artemis and Triri. He will start his turn by using his bonus action to shadow step to get out from under you guys. So he will go to here. He will then use his movement. He will use his movement. So begin running into this area. And he will stop unexpectedly next to Van Richten and put a blade to his throat and say to you all, "Give me the book, or else the old turd dies." And he will hold his action.
Shit. I'm sorry for your loss, Riku.
It is the otherworldly corruptor's turn, B. He will run over to Vincent, and he will attempt to use his debilitating touch on Vincent. I need you to make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw, please, Vincent.
Constitution. Gonna use second inspiration on this one.
That is a success, and you are immune to it for the next 24 hours.
Oh, thank God.
Sir Venom,
Uh-oh.
what would you like to do?
I ooh, shit, what
You're immune to
do I
that
do?
touchdown, weren't you?
Yeah. If I was
That was that
you,
guy's
I
turn,
would
right?
keep
By the way, did it affect
Mhm.
me?
keep
So I can talk now.
Yes, it was. That's right.
I would keep the corruptor A occupied.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any spells that I can. But he has those fucking blades that he can block my spells with.
That's why I said occupied, just like keep him distracted, I guess. And then me and Riku can zip over and deal with the situation, I guess.
I don't have any good spells though. Anyways, all right. Yeah, so I guess I'll bonus action, get a little health back.
Okay.
Oh, and then there was a 1.
So 6 points of health back.
6 back.
Oh, you rolled a D4.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. There you
Boom!
go.
2
So
extra health.
8.
All right, so I will, with this guy in my face, I'll get my feather sword out. And a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. So 17 acid and 6 radiant.
All right. Fully effective, and it hurts him. And that was against A, right? Yep. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. Axel, what would you like to do?
Ah, fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be bonus action dashing, just to get to Artemis guy, and I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump a gap here, like jump from like this corner. I think I could jump from here to like here, right? Because my strength is crazy.
Yeah, you have no issues with that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump, and I think with that all that movement, I should do the double check measurement. Yeah. With bonus action dashing, I should be able to get to. I assume I won't run up right to him because he's got his thing readied.
He's going
Ooh,
to tell you to halt at the door,
at
as a
the
matter of
door.
fact. As you get
Okay.
close, you begin to get close, he'll be like, stay there at the threshold. And, like, presses
Okay.
the blade closer.
Oh, fuck. Oh, big decision here. Hmm. uh, Axel laughs. Do it.
You're saying that to him?
Yeah.
Do it.
He sort of looks at you, make a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do here.
Playing the
7?
crazy guy card, and Axel just gives it right back to him.
Yes.
As you wish. And he stabs the dagger straight into the throat of Rudolf van Richten.
Oh no!
All the screen goes red. There's alarms going off on it now all of a sudden, and you can see his legs twitching.
No! From Riku.
Oh man, I did think about it, Riku. I considered what to do in the situation, but I mean, he had me wait at the door. I couldn't do plan B. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, I'll axe him.
Way.
You like this is not your first character that has had a penchant for the death of paternal figures.
Okay, yeah. Oh fuck. I mean, he might not be full dead. We don't know. Just maybe there's something you could do, Sir Venom. Yeah. So, Great Weapon Master, recklessly, all that jazz.
Next, Sir Kensington. Is that who you have in your sights?
25.
It?
29. And then the sneak attack. 4. 16. So
Pretty good.
45? 45? Wait, no. Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
Second attack, same thing.
He's gonna half that, so he's gonna take 23,
Of course he will.
which
Roll
still
two
not looking great, but
4s? Okay.
that is a miss.
Yeah. So use my bonus action, use my actions, use my movement.
He's looking very hurt, by the way.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, what you gonna do now? And end my turn.
Okay. As this is happening and you begin fighting him here, you see Rudolf van Richten's eyes go wide open. His arms shoot out of the metallic tubes that they were held in, and he's grasping at his throat and the blood that's pouring out of his throat. You can see him attempting to like say something, and he's like holding, like grasping at the blood as it's like pouring between his fingers. He will take, Artemis and Shuri will take his legendary action. He will use one, let's see, he will use one legendary action point to go to, let me see, 30 feet. Here, specifically using his shadow step function, which is basically just Misty Step. And then he will use 2 points to throw a dagger at Vincent.
Whoa, that's unnecessary.
Seeing that you're not willing, that you're willing to let certain people die and not others, he's gonna see if somebody else dying will change your mind. That's gonna be a 20 against Vincent.
Don't worry, Vincent. I care about your health.
Thanks.
29 points of damage against you, Vinny.
Oh, I'm getting
Unless
low,
you don't have
boys.
you don't have any children you haven't told us about, have you?
Axel doesn't
I
know of any.
do. I have an unborn griffin on the way. I'm gonna be a dad soon.
It is the otherworldly corruptor's turn, specifically the one by Sir Venom. He sees that his debilitating. Oh, go ahead.
You guys have raptor eggs too. Speaking of
Wait,
fathers to be.
when did I miss a turn? Didn't
Uh,
this worldly corruptor already have a turn?
The one by
Yeah.
Sir Venom?
No, the other one. B by me. Didn't he come fuck me up a little bit ago?
He did. Yeah, that was the same round. That was like a few turns ago. It's the one by Sir Venom though. It's his turn now.
Okay.
But Sir Venom, you are immune, so he can't use his thing against you. He will take 3 attacks against you. Or sorry, that should be not at advantage. I'll just redo that. So that's going to be a 16. That'll
That's
miss.
a miss.
That's going to be a miss for a 14, and a 27 will hit.
Oh,
The 27 is going to do 27 points of damage, but half of the 15, so therefore 20 points of damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
is this for an effect or is this for my spell?
Your spell. Oh, and you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh damn.
So the spell
18.
drops.
Oh damn it. And a wisdom save, you said?
Correct. And this is just to see whether or not you can talk. And you can talk. You're all good. But that will be the end of his turn, which brings us to Riku. What would you like to do?
He's
Well-
dead, Riku. He's dead.
I am not too happy with this
Yeah, he fucked him
fella
up.
here.
That was fucked up.
This Contrary fellow. See how much. I mean, is that
You can jump,
about right?
jump the gap.
Okay. So, I
95
still-
feet.
Boom. We're here.
Okay.
We're in his grill. We're very upset having seen what happened to Granddad over there. We're not happy about that at all. We're gonna swing at him.
Okay.
Good enough?
Oh, yeah.
And these, and you know what? We'll throw one of those on top too. A little extra spice.
All right.
All right, that's not good for the 10. So I'm up to plus 23 AC currently.
Okay.
Roll again. Oh, I should have saved it, but it's okay. We're gonna move. Okay. There's
Woo!
that.
Makes up for the 2 1s.
Yeah, and then there's some of this. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Riku,
we're cooking
Oh.
here.
how would you like to do this?
Oh, you avenged him.
Yeah, Riku sees what he did to his grandfather, and it's just in the zone, and just like all in one motion gets up and just fucking does like an X slash. He falls.
An X slash? What are you, Deadpool?
Well,
he doesn't
because
just
I've
fall,
done two attacks.
Oh, okay.
and he doesn't just fall. He sort of dissipates. You can sort of see him just sort of into mist, and as he does so, I need Axel von Thunderstruck to please make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Wisdom oh, this is gonna hurt.
Okay.
Maybe you're freed from the
Okay.
curse.
Or freed.
Okay.
So between the psychic resistance that you have and the 22, which is good enough, you needed an 18, you are able to fend off his attempt to reintrude himself into your mind. Whatever Riku has done, wherever he has sent him, caused him to lash out and attempt to psychically grab onto you, but he failed to do so. You don't know if Artemis Entreri is dead for good, but you know that he no longer has a hold on your mind in any way, Axel, and that he has been killed, quote unquote, on some level.
This is great. I yelled to stop fucking with my friend too when I was fighting him earlier. It's come full circle.
This is like a Ghostbuster situation we got here, boys. Don't let him get in any paintings.
The otherworldly corruptors.
Well, I still have an attack and movement.
Help me, Riku.
You will
Heal
see,
me.
however, that both of the otherworldly corruptors writhe in agony and fall prone temporarily. They both take 100 points of damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
They up though?
I haven't heard them bloody.
They are still alive.
This is my
They are
line.
now both bloodied.
All right, well,
Or, whoops, not dead. That should be prone.
Ooh, does
well, I still-
prone prevent opportunity attacks?
It does not.
I got some movement still, so I see him on his knees, and well, I got the Omega advantage, I guess, because I got Vincent right there too.
Yeah, fuck him
So
up.
we're swinging at advantage. Oh my goodness, is that no good? I assume.
That is not a hit.
No, it's a 19.
That was.
Okay.
little overexcited there.
I mean, there's a little bit of pleasure with pain tonight, boys. All right, here we go. Let's do it. That's end my turn there.
Okay. Vincent, what would you like to do?
Well, I need to finish this guy off or get out of his way because I'm very low. Since he's prone, does that get rid of my disadvantage? That's close, or what's the deal here?
So
Can I
he
shoot down at
has
him?
you can shoot down at him. You would still have disadvantage on it. He has disadvantage on his attacks. If you were to use a melee weapon against him, you would have advantage with that. So like if you attacked him with your sword.
Right. And I can switch to my sword to do that?
Yes, you can.
All right. And he has disadvantage if I were to hop away on an opportunity attack?
Correct.
That's too risky. Uh, No, he's not powerful enough. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try to scoot away.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
How much HP do you have?
23?
23?
It's close, yeah.
I would at least use your bonus action to do your heal before
yeah, I was
take that attack.
saving my bonus. Yeah,
Your
I know.
second wind?
Yeah, I don't know if I have that anymore though. I thought I used it last time.
We did a long rest before this fight, so unless we haven't had a fight before,
Oh,
so you should have it.
We were completely refreshed.
were we? I wasn't. All right.
Oh yeah, you should have been.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, either way, is he going to attack me?
He's definitely going to. I would say use your second wind first.
Okay, fine. I'll use my second wind.
Unless you are okay with a high likelihood of Vincent dying. I would say
No,
use
I
your
don't want
second
him to
wind.
die at all. I really, I was saving my bonus action to do the teleport, not teleport, but I had like get out of dodge. But all right, I'll use second wind if I have it. I didn't think I had it because it was checked off.
Gotcha.
But I'll use that then.
Was that a D10
1d10 plus 13.
Okay.
So this
That'll probably keep you alive, to be honest,
Okay.
because that'll put you at 41
Yeah,
hit points,
I'm at 41. Yeah. So then
Okay.
I'll scoot over to get some room
and he's gonna take the attack,
acrobatically. Yeah.
and he does it at disadvantage.
Advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still gonna hit with a 24.
Nice.
14 piercing damage and 5 psychic damage. So that did 19 to you. You would have survived, but
Barely. Of
just
course.
barely.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna unleash 3 hellish arrows while he's
Okay.
prone. Does that give me advantage yet, or still no?
No, not in this instance.
I really don't know these rules. Okay, that's fine. I just want advantage at one point in my life.
There's
I feel like this
very
character just never gets advantage.
so there's very few rules that give you advantage on ranged attacks, and they do that
Oh,
on
okay.
purpose because
Yeah.
they know that you can
Your
get really
range.
good. Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, so 3 shots at point blank range. First one should hit for 24 damage. Second one's gonna miss. But the third one,
That's a hit.
another 22.
He's looking pretty rough, but he's still alive.
And then is my other thing that is now recharged, is that, what kind of economy is that? Action surge.
Action surge is free action.
Free action? We're action surging.
Nice. An
Wait,
18 is a miss.
You're right. God damn it. You know what? I got him. Lucky.
Oh,
One
okay.
of my luckies. Oh. This is anyway. God damn it. All right, on to the next one. Oh my god.
Oh, woof, man.
Oh.
I will say,
Uh,
if you can burn, you might want to burn as much as possible because you've got 43 hit points, and
yeah. All right, one more lucky on the second shot. Here we go.
that's a hit.
For 21,
You got 22 hit points left.
and then is that again another 18.
That is a miss by 1.
All right, last lucky. We'll burn them all, baby. Miss. This is terrible. All right.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 5, 10.
I think that was all of them.
Yeah.
Gonna come down to the dice gods
Him,
on this one,
Riku.
Vincent. Well, so here's the thing, Vincent. It's his turn.
Oh, it's his turn, sure.
Do you want to move there, or do you want to stay where you are and hope Riku can take him out with an attack of opportunity? Because if where were you?
It was it was here, and then I moved to here thinking I was safer.
Get behind Riku.
Yeah, can you move
Yeah.
even further away from him at all?
It's okay.
No.
Riku will protect you.
Oh wait, hold on. When I use second wind,
Yep.
what does that only give me attacks refreshed, or is that like a whole turn refreshed?
Oh, action surge that only
Yeah,
does
sorry.
your action. It gives you another action, so therefore your attacks in this
Okay.
instance.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. No,
If
I'm
I
gonna
were
stay
you,
here.
I would
Fine.
try to get further away.
Okay, fine. Boom. Boom. This way.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. If I was here, right? So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and like, can I like try to get cover around this thing? Like,
Yeah,
duck
if you're on the
behind it or something?
backside of it here, you'll have like half cover from
Can I go
him
here?
from this way.
You go
Yeah.
diagonal.
Yep.
I would hide because I'm very low.
Okay. You've got half cover
Vincent's
from that
running away.
position.
Alright.
Um,
That's the best I can do then.
on his turn, he is going to step out of Riku's range. He will stand up for half of his movement, step out of Riku's range. So go ahead and take your attack of opportunity, Riku.
Woo-wee!
That is a hit.
Big
Go
number.
up, Riku.
Oh. Oh.
He's
Not very
still up.
good.
He like he's got 7 HP.
Yep. He
I got
will
22, so do your best.
jump up to here because he doesn't have enough movement because he has only half movement. So that was 20 movement of his 40, which means he has to make a ranged attack at a -5 due to your half cover, I believe. Let me see. Let's look at the cover rule really quick. Half cover gives you a +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. So you get a +2 to your AC on this. He
Which is
will make
20.
his ranged attack. And he rolled a 3 on the first one.
Mhm.
He'll look back at Riku, take 1. He rolled a 3 on that.
Mm.
And he will, gosh. What do I do with him? He will look back at you, Vincent, and take 1 more attack.
Vincent closes his eyes.
It's a 20.
That's a hit.
Vincent!
I
We'll roll,
rolled
we'll
a
roll.
1, and you take half the psychic damage. I think you're going to live through this.
Oh,
You take 12 points of total damage.
I can eat that. I can take that. Barely.
Crazy.
Holding on.
That is his turn. Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Do I have line of sight on Rictavio?
You just barely do. You can see his feet sort of kicking up next to Axel.
Yeah, I see him like spasming in his death throes, like, "Oh, Rictavio, no!" And I cast heal on him.
Oh shit. Okay. It works. Axel, you watch as the wound closes and he collapses unconsciously back into his seat, but you can see that he's alive and he's okay, especially because the alarms and the screen stops being red and there's no alarms on the machine anymore.
Damn.
Nice.
That's a big boy spell.
Yeah, I didn't want Ricky to die.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Terrible. Got a lot of
Jeez,
questions.
I can't cast another spell. No, that'll be it.
Hey.
Guess I'll move to this other side of this guy.
Gotcha.
I'll spit on him.
Ooh.
Bonus action spit.
Bonus action spit 2.
Hot.
Rude.
Axel, go ahead.
What's the turn order looking like?
It is in order: Axel, Otherworldly Corruptor next to Sir Venom, Riku, Vincent, and then back to the one that's been attacking Vincent.
All right, so I'll go help Sir Venom then. So it looks like Rictavio is stable-ish. And yeah, just gonna go.
Doesn't have a knife in his throat.
Yeah.
No,
Good sign.
because it was a shadow blade. So no knife.
Yeah, so I got the movement to come help. And yeah, recklessly grave mastering. Old fashioned. Day 26 to hit. With 30. And sneak attack is.
Would you like to do this?
Ooh, I run over, I get behind him, and I put my axe in his back. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, the back. Just a big old axe attack to the back. And he didn't see it coming. Mm,
Gotcha. He's like writhing around on the ground trying to deal with whatever is going on between him and Sir Venom. And just as you come up behind, right through.
So then I don't have movement to get, but if I bonus action dash, I'll get back over to Rictavio just to like make sure he's still good.
Yes.
And end my turn there.
Okay. That brings us back in the order past the dead corruptor. Riku, what would you like to do?
So Riku sees Vincent courageously running away, and he tries to take down the creature as it's chasing him. Fails. Then Vincent, cowering behind the obstacle, sees this shining light, which is Riku's eyes glowing bright. He runs up. He tries to swing his sword at the creature to save his friend.
Riku, my hero.
That's a hit. How would you like to do this?
Like I was saying, from Biz's perspective, he just sees like this flash of light, and then like once it gets close, he sees it was like Riku, and then the creature just like falls half, and it's just Riku like behind him with the sword out.
Gotcha. And he sort of tumbles down into the darkness below, into the machinery.
Riku holds his hand out to Vincent.
Vincent grabs it.
Vincent, you're pretty bloodied. You look
Yeah.
pretty rough. The same is true, or was true at different points in time for each of you. As you collect yourselves and you look around, the humming of the machinery continues. The beeping of the machine holding Rudolph and Richten is consistent and stable. And you find yourselves breathless, catching your breath, looking around at each other.
Yeah, I'd help.
Vincent lays on his
yeah.
back, like sprawled out on the top of this, like just laying down, looking up at the sky, and he goes, "Ophelion, are they gone?"
Yes. I sense no other life forms besides yourselves and whoever's in that capsule.
Oh, I need a heal.
Yeah, that was close, boys.
And Vincent will slowly climb down the structure and
And I think
very gingerly try to
you don't want to stub your toe and fall unconscious.
limp back to the group.
Yeah, and let's
breathing heavily.
let's spend at least like 2 minutes, and we'll get everyone some health back. But first, I'm gonna grab these guys have really like cool daggers, don't they? The little guys.
The daggers, funny enough, look almost normal. Just like plain, boring looking daggers.
Okay, I'm gonna take it anyways. Maybe identify it later. Maybe it's a ruse. And then get back with the boys and do one aura of vitality.
As you do this and give them the aura of vitality, do you give any to Rudolph and Richten?
Dave, he still has missing HP after a heal.
You're not sure.
We'll see. So 67 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones.
You guys go before me.
Just call it 70. Make it easy.
Sure.
For once, Riku is in pretty good shape.
All right, Vincent, what's your HP look like?
I'm at 10.
All right, you take this whole 70.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And then I'll
take it.
cast it again.
I feel much better at 80.
Ooh-wee.
69 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's it's a good
70,
number divisible
75?
by 75. Yeah, Axel, what are you at?
109. I'm not really that banged up.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, so how much do I even need to get back to max?
43.
Yes,
Give
I'll
the
take.
rest to the Rudy, and then if he's got extra, we'll take the top offs. Axel and I.
Yeah, so I'll take 43, and I'll give the rest to Rudy if he needs it, and whatever's extra, I'll give to Riku.
As you give the rest to Rudolph Van Richten, his eyes flutter for a moment. They don't come awake, but they flutter for a moment, and you see the screens all go green around the machinery
All
from
right,
like a yellow.
and then I'm gonna use one of my divine charges, harness divine power, to get a 3rd level spell back.
Okay. As you sort of gather yourselves in this room, you may all level up.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh shit!
I don't remember I
I
was
forgot
gonna.
about even leveling up. When was the last time we leveled up?
It's
The
been
heck?
a while.
While.
Yeah. I'm gonna save that for after, because
Yeah,
Sure.
I am too.
I don't even know.
Well,
I
I
don't
know
remember
because I have
what
to
I'm
pick
supposed to
a
do.
feat,
14. Nice.
but I'll take the level. How do we manage character levels?
I think I just
14.
I get to pick
Level up.
another spell.
All right. Nice.
Oh,
So while
this is a
everybody
magical
else
secret level for me.
is trying to figure out all these contraptions and the science stuff, Axel's going to be looking at the bolts, trying to see if we can get if the bolts have to come out, how he would go about doing it with his crowbar.
I like the
guess?
idea of we are just doing the teleport thing.
Yeah, but the thing is
the
bolting
whole
onto the
thing.
ground. Like
Yeah, I thought we determined we could though. It's an object.
I would say in this instance that would be an Arcana check for Riku, as to whether or not the teleport will break the bolts off of the floor.
Big Arcana.
Yeah, he thinks it'll happen.
nice.
Seems all right to me. Riku, thumbs up.
Okay.
You don't know how sure he really is.
Is there so besides obviously this, like as a group, are we done here or do we want to keep exploring?
That's a good question.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
if we have time, we
Like,
should
because my point
definitely.
is let's either like get out of here or let's like get him out of here safe and then keep looking around. Or
I'm a little worried
bunch of
about the
stuff.
clock constantly ticking and those guys we just killed coming back already.
Yeah, well, of course. But and what about Aphelion and then everybody else on the ship? What's up with the ship? We just gonna
Yeah.
bounce out of here because we are mission accomplished, or do we want to
What about me?
see? Yeah,
Yeah, what
you
about him?
Hello, I'm still here.
is the ship seem normal yet? Your code all set?
I have no idea what will undo that, but I mean, it's better than when you arrived, I would guess. I mean, you've taken care of some of the problems.
Yeah. Do you have any other things you needed us to do while we're here?
Honestly, I want to see what will happen once you unplug him from that machine and take him away from here.
You do, huh?
I mean, yes, I have no idea what will happen, however.
Well, didn't you tell me you thought if I unplugged them, the whole ship would go haywire?
There's a good chance that every robot in sight will turn homicidal, yes.
Hmm.
No, aren't all
Does
the
that
battle
include
bots
you?
already destroyed?
Oh no, I've got dozens of them. Dozens and dozens of them.
Are you a robot?
No,
Where are you?
I, everywhere, but nowhere all at once. It's strange. How do you describe
What is
where
it?
an electron exists?
Well, what does Vincent think of this? I want to do
What's an
a
electron?
insight.
yeah.
'Cause I'm doing an
Saying some very
insight check
confusing
'cause
words here.
based off of that. I know that I'm suspicious of this guy. Two, I've seen flashes of his physical form, if there is one, potentially. And
Yep.
now with everything that's going on, what is
I'm gonna
What does
type to
Vincent think of
you
this?
what Vincent thinks. Give me a moment.
Here's what you think, Vincent.
I think he's somewhere, like a being somewhere on the ship. That's I think that's what Vincent
The
thinks.
man
but-
behind the curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd just like to remind everybody that our mission was to come here, get this thing, and we get $100,000 for doing it.
That's it.
Did you say that's it?
Okay,
Okay.
So Venom thinks we should secure Rictavio, and then like sweep the ship to see if there's anything else good worth taking. Like now that we have time, we can grab some more of those fancy chairs, like deck out our offices and shit. We could have like all these sci-fi fucking chairs and TVs and stuff.
Yeah. Alphelion, do we have any other besides the referring to the two battles we had earlier with what race were they? The two different groups of doppelgangers.
Oh, the veggie pygmies?
Yeah, but is there other groups of like those beings on the ship, or did we take care of everyone at this point?
Oh, you cleared the first floor without issue. I believe that there's other tasks I could ask of you to clean up the ship. Some of them more menial than others, but it's up to you if you'd
I
like to take them on.
I truly wanted to get this ship up and running for you, but
Um,
I thought the helm would do that.
no, there is severe physical damage on multiple sides of the vessel that will require substantial repair over the course of time.
I see.
Do you know of a
Alright,
mining crew to dig us out of the mountainside, for instance?
Hmm.
No? Okay.
Not specifically, but do we?
I don't know, probably
I
not.
know people that could be interested, but
Well, we probably, I'm sure we could track one down at some point.
we'll
We're the
keep you in
fucking
mind.
boosters, man. We got all sorts of connections.
Well, send them my way.
I don't trust this guy. I say in our mind's eye. All right, what do you think, boys? You want to go
Trying to think
teleport him out of here and claim our,
of.
and then try to save him and claim our prize, or do we want to? Do you want to check out the ship some more? I guess that's.
I'm
my
thinking if
question.
we were to check out the entire ship, like, how long would it take us? Because
I think we need some
Are you
purpose because there's
asking?
going to be a lot of random encounters and stuff like that.
I'm
so.
asking how many more sessions is it going to take to clear this ship? Because we've been here for a
I
while.
would guess if you wanted to clear like every room, it's going to be at least 2 sessions, if I had to guess.
Is there a hand wavy like dice roll way we could like say we dedicate 3 or 4 days and we roll dice to determine like if we're able
Well, I
to
think
successfully
Ophelion
find anything good.
can probably direct us to like another task or two if we wanted, and maybe with a reward in mind.
Good. Let me look at something. Give
Just
me
a more
moment.
directed search. Let's use the
Yeah.
resources that we have. Like, is there Vincent would ask because he's interested. Is there do you have like a cargo bay of supplies for like armor and weapons, like an armory and weaponry?
That's a good question. He does not specifically. They didn't necessarily think that they would need more weaponry than like the laser pistols and laser rifles that you've already found. Those were primarily kept within the security lounges and security offices. And so you've already found some of those, for instance.
Okay. and then on the other extreme would be magical. Do you have like a library that my friend here loves books? Do you have any resources of witchcraft and sorcery or history that my friend would find interesting?
He points you to the destroyed theater as a source of information on things mythical, legendary, or not real. And he then says witchcraft and magic has never been proven.
That's the room that Riku like super fireballed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
With
yeah, maybe that was yeah.
the mind flayers.
We destroyed that already. All right, well, unless you guys have anywhere you want to go check out, I'll follow you. I'm along for the ride at this point.
I will say, as the DM, the amount of interesting things left in the spaceship are probably pretty limited just at a glance. In terms of
Just want
like,
to fight some shit for fun.
yeah, exactly. Like there's going to be some more random encounters. You might find a little bit more loot here and there in terms of like, anywhere between 100 and 500 gold worth of loot is probably what you would find across the rest of the ship. There's actually not a ton of loot in that way.
Seems very old. Been here a while.
It's really like if there's something specific that interests you that you want to like delve into further.
Yeah. All right, then I vote let's get Rudy out of here and try to save him and figure out this contraption. Work on that.
Yeah, maybe like could I spend a couple of hours just getting a few cool chairs?
Sure.
I like the idea of decking my office out in like a sci-fi desk and some sci-fi chairs.
Yeah, definitely. If you can put them like, I don't know, how would you get them out?
Maybe see if Axel wants to let me carry some. He's big
Sure,
and strong.
sure. Well, we're not putting him in the hole
Strap
though.
a
This thing ain't
strap a
open.
desk to his back.
Well, that was why I asked how are you getting them out, because I wanted to make sure he didn't open the hole or that you did open the hole.
Yeah.
And then and is there a storehouse of those power packs like the batteries?
Most of those that you have found have actually been depleted.
Oh, okay.
If
Oh,
you could find another like 3, I would say, but
any
not a lot.
any Pip Boys or Fusion Cores?
Not in this instance.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys teleport?
Axel
into the
motions
ship?
to Riku to get us the fuck
Yeah, we
outta
should do
here.
that. Let's get Rudy and that contraption out of here, and then if you can do the magical circle, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. I think I still have some 5th level slots.
All right. I will bring the lot of you back to the ship.
I'm disappointed our robot bartender didn't make it.
He kind of fucked up. He was like,
He's just following our orders, though. Right?
He was just in the way.
He just, yeah.
Let's see. I'm just going to bring Rictavio onto the boat with you. I don't have a perfect vessel or like a perfect cutout of that thing for him, so I'm just going to like draw one really simple one and like just use
A
that.
little
Really
gray
quick.
rectangle will do, you know.
Yeah, exactly. A little blue one, so it'll match the actual thing. All right. And I'm just going to bring this up to... Oops. So you got Rictavio in this thing.
Well,
And
that
it
was a doozy.
comes back onto deck with you all. He is stable, in stable condition. And as you arrive on deck, they all sort of look at you and the contraptions that you have, and they're like, "What in the world is that?"
We don't know.
Yeah.
Part of our mission. Don't worry about it. And that's my grandpa. Riku points inside.
And before we leave, can I put that thing that the alien lady asked me to do, like the probe thing, into the ground?
Yes, you can do that,
Don't want to forget that.
definitely.
Good call.
Well, are you all ready to leave?
I think so. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, Hubaka, sails ahoy. And they prep the ship and they set off into the astral sea once more. Your nautiloid in tow.
Are we able to get Rudy below deck, or is it too big?
I would say you could carry it and get him below deck if that's something you wanted to do.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, just in case we get attacked again, we don't want him out in the open. You know.
I wonder how claiming ownership of this nautiloid ship thing is gonna go. Are we gonna have to like pay to get it been scratched or like register it or something? We'll have to find out.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's been useful having the circle though.
Yeah.
You guys begin to set sail, and it is relatively quiet for most of the time. You do see a few other random ships here and there, but nothing that really strikes your danger senses. The voyage back. Is there anything you would like to do on the voyage back? You may all take a long rest if you've not already done so.
I just want to get clarification. So is the thing that we're like handing in for the 100 grand, is it the contraption or is it Rudolph Van Richten?
Based on what Aphelion said at one point there, he said it was the vest that was being
Oh,
worn
okay, something
by
on his
Rudolph
chest.
Van
All right,
Richten.
so we're not gonna get back, and they're gonna be like, thank us for transporting him and trying to like keep
Well, I was
him.
hoping they could help us get him out safely.
Yeah, but I do know like he could be in there for a reason.
I think it's an object.
My thinking is, so when we got transported from Rashemalot, we all got sent to where we were from. And I guess in these in these places, like time moves differently. And if Rudolph Van Richten's from Darkon, and maybe time will move differently there. And so he's like a time traveler. Sounds like some kind of
We all are now.
time nonsense going on.
Yeah,
What
I
kind of
wonder
species is he?
it could be space. It could
he-
just be being out here. When we return to Earth, it might be 15 years later.
Oh,
My Griffin's
shit.
gonna be waiting for me.
It's gonna be cyberpunk when we get back.
Yeah.
Rudolph Van Richten is half elven.
Okay, so he ages the same as a human.
A little bit, like they live like maybe 10 to 15 years longer than humans, but yeah, roughly.
Okay. How old did he look when we first met him?
65.
So we met him when he was 60. He looked 65, and now he looks even way older than that.
80.
He looks 15 years older per. Whose analysis was that?
Vincent.
15
Vincent's.
years. So he looks 80. That's not
Locked him at a solid 80.
Damn. How did he age 15 years in like 6 months?
In 1 month. It was
Yeah.
1 month.
Saw some shit.
Space. It's outer space, man.
Okay.
How long have we been up here? We've been up here for what? 2 days? A day or two?
Up
called the
here,
Astral Sea.
it took us 10 days just to get from
Just to
the
get
Rock
up
of
here.
Brawl to that planet. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. We're gonna be
Yeah.
15 years older when we get back to Earth, maybe.
I hope not.
Damn.
Are you having this conversation around Jane Lake or Hubaka?
What have
Were
we been
they,
talking about? I mean,
Were they
I mean, we haven't said
Or,
anything too like fucked up, right?
is Aurora Realm? Who's our representative for Aurora's Realm?
There was not actually a representative on this mission with you. Jane Lake and Hubaka are bringing you to the location and then back to the Rock of Brawl for Aurora's Realms.
Oh,
In
so they're
regards
our
to
escort.
yeah, they're your
Can we ask them
escort.
about? Can we ask them about time dilation?
Well, that's
Or what
why
they
I
know
was
about it?
asking.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
like, are you having these?
Vincent would look at him and be like, "You know anything about this? Time moved differently up here, and back home."
Well, you don't age in the astral sea. Jane Lake responds. Um,
Hmm.
i- so the Gith and the Gith Yankee, the Githzerai, they bring their young down to Faerun or Oerth or planets to raise them to become adults because you don't age here in the astral sea. So time doesn't necessarily move differently. Your body doesn't change in the way you would expect it to, however.
Hmm.
She sort of looks
That-
at you all.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
No.
Kind of.
It makes sense on its
No.
surface, but I don't think it makes sense relating to our friend here. Our
Why-
friend
why
here I
is-
saw about a month ago, and he looks much older.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
have
just
no idea.
trying to figure out if
Oh,
this
maybe
has
it's
to
the
do with it.
machine.
He would not have aged if he was up here.
Maybe the machine
Would
is
have been
just
the
like
same.
sucking him of his of his life force to
Whoa.
power the ship. I think he was getting sucked.
Yeah,
It's
it
either
could
he's a
be that.
time
Excuse me?
traveler or he's getting sucked. You heard me, Riku. Your grandfather was getting sucked by a ship. He's being used. He was a battery. He was literally being used as a battery to power that
What's a
ship.
battery?
Fuck, I don't know what a battery is. You're right.
Well, now. Oh wait, is he fully healed now?
Yes.
As
So
far
I
as we
mean,
know.
he's still unconscious. He's still in the contraption. He's still plugged in.
Yeah.
They're still showing green lights.
Does he look the same age as when we saw him, or did he look a little better now that he's healed? I guess that
I mean,
was my question.
he looks a little more robust, but he looks
Yeah,
the
but
same age.
still old. Okay. How about, do we get the sense that the machine's still working? Or-
Yeah.
or is it like-
Funny enough, you
Yeah.
do think it is still working.
It's almost like
Oh, nice.
he's the one powering it.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's get
Do
him out of here
you-
safely.
Do you show it to Jane Lake?
Show her what?
The contraption? I don't
where
think
is it?
there's any way we could like just sneak it by this giant
Yeah, right.
cryostasis chamber.
Where did it
like,
show up when we teleported it back?
I mean, wherever you would want on the ship. Could be wherever.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, Riku, do you need to make a roll for that?
For teleporting an object? Let's see.
Yeah.
I think if you
Good
do it to a
question.
teleportation circle,
Oh, man.
I think you're good.
If there's a roll and he could just send us in like the middle of nowhere, that'd be
Yeah.
hella awkward.
It depends on my familiarity with.
Oh, you're very
Thank
familiar with this ship.
So if you send it to the circle on the Nautiloid, that's an automatic.
Yeah,
you
I probably would have done that.
Okay. If you send it to associated object, what is that? Associated object means you possess an object taken from desired destination. I'm gonna say no to that. It would be very familiar. So I would actually say roll for it. Unless you send it to the circle.
I'd go to the circle because
Okay.
I'd go to whichever one was safest, you know.
So then he's actually on the Nautiloid ship.
Okay.
We'll just put him over there.
All right, well then Vincent would ask, do you know anything about the helm that we were sent to get for Aurora's Realm?
Well, and you've seen the helm that she uses to command this spelljammer. It is a rather ornate sort of wooden chair that sits on the deck of the ship, and it's gilded, so it's got all this like gold crown and
This
gold
back
crowning
here?
to it. Yeah, it just sits like right up here. I don't have an image for it necessarily, but it
Oh,
typically
I thought
looks
it,
like
there's a thing right here.
That's a
What is that
catapult.
thing?
Could we
Oh,
go
okay,
retrieve
catapult.
Rictavio and just make sure he's on our ship?
yeah, totally. No issues with that. Here, I'll drop some images. She's able to like produce like a minor image. of what a spell jamming helm might actually look like. So I will drop that in so you can see that here in the game. So like you've seen hers, but then there's like other types of spell jamming helms. So this
Yeah.
is normally what they look like,
Oh, yeah.
right? So arcane
Okay.
circles, some sort of magic-y going on.
But
Kind of
this one's a
nice.
vest.
But the
Magic
one that,
chair.
yeah,
The one that's on him is a vest.
that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Strange sorcery going on there.
Or we're being duped.
Well, this thing is worth 100. Oh wait, do they know? Well, I'm not saying this in front of the other the ship
Game like
people.
in
Still
Cubaka.
connect. We're always
Yeah.
connected.
That the this thing's worth 100 grand. I ain't letting it out of my sight.
All right. Well,
This whole.
Well, the
trip.
surveyor
Well,
did
let's see
locate
then.
object, and it pointed to this thing, so we're like pretty, certain that this is
Yeah.
correct.
So let's see if they can help whoever's in. Let's get this to the rock, and we'll have. I guess we gotta trust them if we're gonna give them back, and see if they can help us get Rudy safely out, and they can have our thing, and we can get our money. Gotta trust them if we went this far for them, right? Can't be
We have a good relationship
skeptical
with
now.
this group.
Yeah. All right, so
Or at least I thought we
let's
did.
let's be honest with this lady and be like, so we got the object, but it's kind of in use still.
What?
Well, it seems like this is different than theirs. So I'm letting her know we've got the object for the mission,
Oh.
but
Excellent. Well,
it's kind of being occupied right now.
oh, well, I mean, you can deal with Roar's Realms to determine how to resolve that issue. I'm just supposed to bring you there and back.
Okay. All right, well, bring us back.
All right. The journey passes quietly. There are no problems. You return to the Rock of Brawl and you dock. And I think this is where we'll stop for tonight, and we'll pick it up next session. With you guys leveling up. I want to partially give us a few minutes to level you up if you want to do that now. I also wanted to I need more time to prep the next stuff. So
Yeah, that's fine. That was cool. I was worried. I almost went down there, boys.